It was in the middle of the night. I was sound asleep, and my mother came and shook me and said, "Come on, get up, coffee's ready." My mum had Alzheimer's, and I knew that there was no point in arguing with a person with Alzheimer's. It's a lot easier to get up and drink your coffee. So I got up, came out into the kitchen, but she was digging in the drawers, and then she turned to me and she said, "Where have you put my cheese knife?" And I said, "Mum, you're holding it in your left hand." And she looked at it and she said, "No, not that. I want a cheese knife." And then I saw an IKEA catalogue on the bench, so I picked it up and I thought, they have a wonderful index. Cheese knife, page up. "Mum, here it says that what you're holding in your hand is a cheese knife." And she said, "That's a typo. Let me have that." And she starts to look at the pages in the IKEA catalogue on the pages around the cheese knife. And then she found a picture of a can opener. And she said, "There it is. That's what I want." And I thought, okay. We found the can opener. We had our coffee and sandwiches. And in the end, it was time to go back to bed. Mum went to bed, and the only thing left on the kitchen table was the IKEA catalogue. And I picked the IKEA catalogue up, and I went back into the bedroom, and I'm holding it, and I sat down on the bed, and I looked across the room, and there was this whole row of yellow folders among all the books in the bookshelf. Took one folder, put 2 years of bank statements in one, and pinched that folder, and I had earlier on in the day seen that there was a whole stack of plastic pockets in the desk in the room. So I put the plastic pockets in the folder and got the scissors and started to cut up the IKEA catalogue. They have a picture of a table, and then I wrote in the plastic pocket, I put the picture of the table, and I wrote "table" on another piece of paper that I put underneath. And then on the back, I had a picture of a stool, and I wrote "stool" underneath. Picture of a can opener, etc., etc., etc. And I didn't go back to bed. I sat up all night cutting out the IKEA catalogue. And my mother loved this. You know, when she woke up in the morning, she said, "Oh, this is great, you know. Oh, paintbrush. Remember when you painted the stairs and you used the wrong paint? It was ceiling paint." And this kept on going. Not only was the book, or the folder, that I called Lost Words, she called her Yellow Book. Not only was it brilliant for sorting out what's a can opener and what's a cheese knife, etc., etc., because we had lots of those strange conversations. They were also absolutely fantastic as a conversation starter. And I kept adding to that book almost every day, because every day there was a new word that she, you know, like coffee and pillow, and it was everything. When Mum passed away, I donated the book, or the folder, to the retirement home where she was, because they used it. I still had the idea that this is something that other people really could have a lot of use for. But I don't know how many years it took me, but at least 2 or 3 years from when Mum passed away until I actually got off my behind, basically, and decided that, okay, I need a publisher for this. I have self-published before, so I knew that it's a lot of hard work, and I didn't have the strength for that. So I thought, where do I start? I mean, if you don't know something, what do? You ask questions. Who do you ask questions? I opened the yellow pages, publishers, and I knew what Hay House was. I know they only published novels, so I knew that they wouldn't want to publish this, but I thought, the guys there, they know the industry. So I rang them up, and the person who answered said, call Simon and Schuster. So I rang Simon and Schuster, and really all I wanted was a name of an editor that I could mail or post a book suggestion to. And the girl who answered said, well, you should speak to so-and-so. Hang on a minute, she happens to be here, right? And we spoke for a little while, and she said, that sounds fantastic. Can we meet tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock? And next morning at 10 o'clock, I was in their boardroom, and there were editors and all sorts of people, and everybody said, great, let's do it. After this, I, together with a diversional therapist called Mary Morris, we came up with these books. They are activity books for people with dementia. Mary works with dementia patients. It's just a short article in the beginning, and everybody in the group, in the dementia group, reads one page each, and then the leaders of the group starts to ask questions. In this case, it's teddy bear. So, did you have a teddy bear when you were a child? And this makes a person with dementia to reminisce and remember. And that's what happens with the dementia patients. It's all there. It's just that finding that key to make them remember. Because when you start remembering, it makes you feel good. You don't have to have dementia to to have that experience.